We're back, everyone. Welcome in here. Time for Pokemon Pokopia day number whatever. And welcome to the journey. I'll start you off this morning by showing you all some work I did last night around the place. And today's my lucky day. Ooh, lucky day Saturday. What up, Go For It Pats? All right. We're locked in here. And we did a bunch of work. Around here. We're starting the Fuchsia City build. The Fuchsia City build. Ooh, nice. I got my boy Squirtle and Blastoise. Cute. All right, so let me show y'all. Look at that. Look when I turn around for a second. Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, sorry. Look at this. Look at this, dude. We put in work. Look at this. And so begins Fuchsia City and the beginning of our build. And we're starting to test the waters. Now, we're not going to be able to move the Poke Center until after the event. So I did the math, and it's an 11 by 10 space. And this fits the 11 by 10 space with one space extra between, or one space on the side. And that's if it's actually an 11 by 10. I don't even know. And then I've been experimenting with what buildings I'm going to be using here, because I'm looking to get these purple roofed buildings. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to handle this. So we're trying to get the beginning of Fuchsia City figured out. This is where the stairs would be, and then this would be the stairs on the other side. And then this path would start going up towards the cycling road. And it's going to be a lot bigger and longer than the path in the game. So yeah, 11 by 10 I counted when I moved it. Yeah, 10 Growth's Cave is gone. Oh yeah. Well, not yet, but it's getting there. Yeah, it's getting there. So yeah, here we go. Things are coming together. Here's my design so far. So this is the kind of stuff I'll be doing in my free time. And I'll be doing this stuff on stream as well. But it's nice to do some decorating off stream, because it's like, I don't feel like I'm doing too much that people want to see. So I'll be doing some decorating on stream, some decorating off stream. And most of like the Minecraft style, just destroying cliffs, is the stuff I want to do off stream, because that stuff's a little bit more boring. And then the stuff where I'm actually designing and decorating and building and stuff, that's going to be the stuff I'll do on stream. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Yo, good morning, Exhaustion. Welcome in. Go For It Pats. There is a infographics in the Discord that will tell you how to play the game. And I think you are in the Discord, so go over to the Island Game channel in the Discord. You'll find infographics pinned. If you don't know how to get to the pins, we can tell you how to do that, and you'll find all the information you need in order to play the Island game. All right, so yeah, we had to move a bunch of stuff. We had to move a bunch of buildings, and guess what? We did all of this while maintaining the level 10 environment level so far. So far. We're not going to be maintaining it forever. Like, we're going to have to gut this place, but for now, we've managed to keep it, so not the worst. Start off the day by doing a little shopping, since we have all these blocks on us. See what's for sale today. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Get rid of some of this white rock. We don't need this. I think that I'm going to do the Seafoam Islands, a little homage to the Seafoam Islands as well. I've decided. I think, even though it doesn't make sense for the Seafoam Islands to be so close to Fuchsia City, I think I'm going to do a little homage to the Seafoam Islands during this build. I've been thinking about what I could do with all that extra ocean over there to the bottom left. And I'm like, why not? Why not do like a little Seafoam Islands area, you know? Like, I don't even have to do like the actual insides. Just like what the outside would look like, maybe. Yo, what you got for me? I also added a little shopping district to Castletown, and I'll go show you all that right now. So for those that are new here, you know, this is the continuation of our Pokemon Pokopia playthrough, and we are currently in post-story, and we are working on what I would dub like the end game gameplay, but in all reality, you could do this stuff at any point in the game, but I'm just choosing to do it end game. So we are working on filling our Pokedex, we are working on completing our habitats, and we are also working on decorating and building up the cities and kind of doing that whole side of the experience. So I'm not used to the block decorating, but I'm enjoying it. The block decorating is very different, but as you vibe with it, I think it gets better. What's up, Evie? No, I don't want to play right now. Sorry, cutie. I got stuff to do. So yeah, I built a little shopping district up here, and I gave 4 Pokemon a home here, so that I could potentially get Pokemon running shops here more often. Right? And then what I can do every day, and it works pretty well, I tested it out last night, is I can actually put Honey down here, right? Talk to him, and then leave him alone, and then he's likely going to go ahead and start a shop right now. Watch. So I'm going to do the same thing with all of them. And I don't know how many shops you can have going at once, but I've learned that this is like the best thing ever. Look at this. Look how smooth this is. So I can go over here. I can do the same thing here. Boom. Another habitat. Gastrodon. Boom. Go over here. Talk to him. Let him go ahead and set up shop somewhere. And then as he goes over, he might not though. Like, they don't always set up shop. He's actually more concerned with the fact that Marowak is here, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and get Marowak. Oh, hello there. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I ask why you're shaped like a human? Ah, so you're searching for humans, are you? Fascinating. If there's any way I can be of assistance, I'd be happy to help. Being unable to meet your loved ones must be terribly sad after all. Oh my gosh. It's Marowak saying that. That's not funny. These devs are brutal. Small and weak, this Pokemon is adept with its bone club. It has grown more vicious over the ages. So, the island game percentages are 20% chance to get bells, 20% chance to get bells, 20% chance to get bells. What is it? What is it again? I can't remember it exactly, but the sting chance is 30%, I believe. Yeah, that's it. It's 70-30. It's 70-30 with different tiers of bells, and then if you do not have a bug net and you do shake, it's actually 60-40 because you have a higher chance of getting stung. So 40% chance to get stung if you don't have a net. Yeah, well, our brains always notice the worst things versus the best things. I've also had other people tell me this feeling's the same. I've had other people say the same thing to me. So they're like, yo, it feels like it's way higher. It's got to be 50-50. It's like, well, it's not. And you're just remembering the worst times than the best, or you're just having really bad luck. But if you don't have a bug net in the game, then it's a higher chance to get stung as a punishment. Yeah, it's a little Easter egg that I put in the game. Both shops have the same thing? That's really weird. I've never seen this happen before. That's really weird. That's super weird. I've never seen that happen before. That's mega weird. All right, let's get our last shop. So this other shop was different. I wonder if it's because I created them so close to each other. Yeah, don't worry, Silverblink. We're adding some other ways to get materials in the next update. There'll be some other very strong ways to get materials in the next update. Between balloons, a little bit of fishing, and some other ideas. So. Ooh, the wiggly mirror. I've never seen this. Are you kidding me? What a beautiful item. Oh. So now, to be fair, I've only done this once before, but I've never seen identical shops before, so. Yeah, maybe there's like something with starting the shops too soon after one another. Is there a way to increase storage space in the island game? Yeah, there sure is. All that information's in the Discord in the pin section of the island game channel. And then, of course, if you can't figure out stuff after reading those infographics or the pin section, then you can come back and ask more questions. And if it's still not clear to you, we'll gladly help you out. But I do encourage you all to go read that stuff, especially during my live show, because I don't want to just be talking about the island game all day. It's just kind of lame. You know, it's just something extra we do here. So the mirror looks like a ditto here. Yeah, dude, I agree. Yeah, I had to buy that mirror. What's up, King of Arcadia? How you feeling today, buddy? I'll buy this wall photo frame as well. Well, actually, I'll buy it from you so that you don't feel left out. You know, got to take care of the cuties around here. Got to take care of the cuties around here. Should I buy those flowers? I'll buy the flowers as well. I honestly am kind of in the market of buying everything because I'm just realizing that this is just one of those games where having a bunch of furniture doesn't hurt at all. You know what I mean? And like, while we can craft a bunch of furniture, this game is so new, I still don't know exactly what you can craft and what you can't craft. Right? Like, because this game is so new, I'm not like completely in tune with like what's a craftable and what's not a craftable, because it's, to my knowledge right now, not everything in this game is craftable. Now, maybe eventually you can find every recipe in the game, but I don't know if that's going to be a reality. I think this game might just be like some stuff is craftable and some isn't. So I think it's important to kind of buy everything. What Pokemon do you have in your house? Well, I have a lot of Pokemon. I have a lot. I have like 50. So that's a little bit of a loaded question, but if you're just curious about some of the Pokemon I have hanging out around here, I'll gladly show you around. Boom, 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 boom. And that's just the 50 that are here. I also have a total of 200 Pokemon spread across all my zones. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. Saying that out loud makes me laugh. Yeah, I have about 200 Pokemon. Take your pick. Which ones would you like to hear about? I have a lot. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right, drop all this stuff off. So it's like Animal Crossing, some craftable, some isn't. Yes, I believe that's exactly what's going on here. How you doing today, Abby, May, and Bonnie? Hope you guys are feeling good today. Started using the frames. Yeah, the frames to label for organization. That's what I'm doing off stream next, everybody. My next off-stream venture is going to be a storage system. I was kind of waiting to see what Dazzle was going to do, though, because that dude's super smart and always thinks of super great stuff. And he said he had an idea, so I was kind of waiting to see what they were going to do, but I might just do my own. Yo, repeat, because it's kind of important. If you can you make the infographic a PDF? Then screen readers could read it too. Yeah, sure, totally. Oh, totally. Yeah, I'll make that happen. Yep, not a problem. I try to support. I try to support accessibility. Sure, not a problem. Not a problem. I'll figure that out. I can get it converted to a PDF easily. I'm sure. I'm sure I can do that. Substitute dial. Fences. Do. Drop off all this stuff. Excuse me while I just get rid of all this stuff that was in my inventory from last night when I was playing off stream. And I'll organize all of it later. Let me just dump this stuff, dude. Let me just dump this stuff, dude. Then we'll get a better organization system going here in the future. Do. I saw Hunter got a bunch of traction on Twitter with a comment he made, and he said, "This game's biggest joke is a storage system with no connected chest." Something along those lines. Hunter R from the Animal Crossing community. I was like, this game's biggest joke is no crafting from chest, or no connected chest, and that moment when you leave your chest hoard area and you forget that one item and have to go all the way back to grab that item again. And I was laughing, and it got like a ton of updoots and hearts and stuff. I guess there's a lot of mutual feelings around this game. I'm starting to suss out a lot of mutual feelings around this game regarding the lack of connected chest. I'm on the hot spring task, but on day 2 of not getting the tea, could I just bring the hot water from another area to place at Bleak Beach? No, unfortunately. But what you could do is go grab a bunch more vending machines from around the game, because there's like 2 free ones in the Withered Wastelands, and put them all next to each other so that you can farm more than just one a day. But that's super unfortunate bad luck, Dusty Bun. You cannot take water with you across areas like in your mouth. I don't think that works that way, unless I could be wrong. Might be a little early to obsess over quality of life. That's kind of why I'm joking. Yeah, I agree. It's like, as much as I do understand that I said this before, there is a bar that is now here, and cozy gamers are expecting games to hit that bar, and one of the things off that bar is connected chest. I said this, and while some of us don't need that, right? Some of us are okay with having their chests separate and doing fun storage systems like you're playing Minecraft, right? Some of us really like that vibe, but unfortunately, the cozy gamers have spoken, and now cozy games kind of require connected chest. That is what people are expecting. Like, that is just, yeah. Now, is that going to make or break a game? Is that going to make or break people's experience? No, because I think we all understand that a great game is always going to supersede any of its little faults. So who cares? The game is great. We're all going to love the game. It doesn't matter. Right? Like, it's just like, it's fine. But, you know, it just for conversation's sake, like, yeah, like it is something that people are expecting nowadays. I think there is an expectation built around connected chest. I'll give you guys another one. Bulk crafting. Go ahead and put out a cozy game without bulk crafting and listen to the internet gripe its face off. The amount of groans that are going to be happening. If there is not bulk crafting, we are not happy. That's just not a good thing anymore. Give us bulk crafting. We're over it. Like, that's just one of those things. Like, it's the cozy gamers have spoken. Bulk crafting is required. Okay, so this is just still simple soup. What do I put into the soup to make it better? Let's test. What do you put into the soup to make it better? Let's try mushrooms. Let's try maybe potatoes, carrots. It's just still simple soup. There's got to be an upgrade for the soup, right? Nope, not potatoes. Oh, got it. Found it. The seaweed. One bowl of seaweed soup. So it's going to be like max on bitter, right? Non-burnable garbage can be given to certain Pokemon to be turned into pretty useful stuff. I think the big one is iron. You can get iron from it out of certain Pokemon. Yeah, bitter tasting soup. Got it. We hit the nail on the head. We hit the nail on the head. We got the bitter tasting soup. So we got the sweet salad. We got the sweet hamburger steak. The sweet salad. We have a bitter soup. We have a spicy bread. So what are we missing? Sour. We're missing some form of sour. I wonder how we could make something sour. Pickles? No pickles in the game, unfortunately, but that's a great thought, mind you. But no pickies. No pickies in the game. Sour salad. It's one of the berries. Right, I know asperberry's a thing. All right, so I think somebody said something about a sour bread. I think somebody said something about a sour bread before in the chat. Let's try that. No, it's not asperberry in the bread. That's not the thing. Let's try sour in the salad, because that would make sense because of leper berries, right? Let's see if we can make a sour salad. Nope, simple salad. See, like, the difference is that this one's called a lepa salad. That's how you know you got the rare one, because it's a completely different dish. It's called a lepa salad, right? Let's see if we can add, like, mushrooms. That's still the same. Let's see if we can add seaweed here. Oh, this is different. It's going to be a bitter salad. Interesting. Tomatoes? I thought I tried tomatoes before. Let's try again. Nope. Simple salad. Water. Potato. All right, so there is a salad that I can make, though. Let's see what it is. Seaweed. I've never made this before. Yo, how you doing today, Grim? Welcome to the show. Seaweed salad. I tried tomato soup. It didn't do anything special. A bitter tasting salad. So the salad can be bitter. It can be sweet. So I didn't think there was more than one different flavor profile per cooked dish. So what I'm learning right now is that there's a different flavor profile per dish. Like, that's actually really interesting. I thought there was just like one flavor per dish. So there's spicy bread. Maybe we can make a different type of bread. No. Tomato bread? Ooh, I would love a good piece of a sun-dried tomato bread right now. Oh, that sounds so good. Maybe you can do multiple combinations. What if there's like potato and carrot? What if you can get crazy with it? Can you use hot sauce in cooking? I don't think so, but that's a really good thought. Maybe. Are these all the ingredients? Well, there's other berries as well. I haven't been trying bean. I forgot, we made a bread bowl once. How did we make that? How did we make the bread bowl? I forgot about the bread bowl. How did we make the bread bowl, dude? It was still spicy, though. All right, let's try some beans in the soup. We haven't tried beans in the soup. Simple soup. Lumberry. Should have a list of all food it unlocks. Yeah. Didn't we give Onyx Panera Bread Bowl? No, it was Gyarados. Close, though. I love that. Can we make a spicy burger? No. Ooh, a mushroom burger. One mushroom hamburger steak. Ooh. It's intensely dry. Oh, it's a dry food. It's intensely dry. Nice. Can we make a seaweed burger? Tomato would make so much sense in a burger, but it... Oh! Tomato would make so much sense in a burger. One tomato hamburger steak. Sour. Done. Got it. Sour. Got it. Got it. Sour. There it is. Tomato burgers are sour. Got it. So, and again, I had a feeling tomatoes were the sour king because there was the only one that wasn't being used. Right? It was the only ingredient that like wasn't being used by anything else. So like I had a feeling it was tomatoes, but it doesn't do anything anywhere else. That's the problem, right? Like it doesn't do anything anywhere else. And the berries don't get really used in cooking too much outside of salads. That's why I'm not using berries. Because the berries don't really get used too much. Like the salads use the berries, but like that's it. Like the berries aren't really for cooking. Again, outside of the salads. Otherwise, like prove me wrong. Maybe like chesto berries or something are used. I think that's how we made chesto berries soup at one point, didn't we? For that quest. Right? Hold on. Didn't we do a quest for Greedent that used chesto berries? Let me go see real quick. Simple soup. Yeah, I can't remember if it was soup, maybe something else. So yeah, I had a feeling it had to have been something. Tomatoes just made the most sense. All right, nice. So I would like to have a food for each flavor. So let me grab beans again and tomatoes, and let's do a bunch of those real quick. Actually, why don't we do half and half, because I have a bunch of beans and a bunch of tomatoes. Let's get 10 of these. It doesn't seem like there's any dynamic cooking where you're putting two different things in the same thing. That doesn't seem to be a thing, and until I'm proved wrong, it doesn't seem like there's dynamic cooking like that. That doesn't seem to be a thing in the game. So it's like, it's usually just one ingredient. It's usually just two ingredients for cooking, is what I've discovered. So, and again, I could be wrong, but until I look it up, I don't think there's like, it's just two ingredient foods to my understanding. And there could be more. Again, remember, this game isn't being data mined. It's all just us discovering stuff together. So, all right. And then I don't need to bring. All right. So I have sour So the hamburger steak I'm keeping for a different reason. But what we want is we want to have sweet. We want to have sour. We want to have spicy. We want to have bitter. Right? So we have sweet, sour, spicy, bitter. So what are we missing? My brain's farting out of its ears. All right, this is going to come with me. Put this stuff away. Dry. And dry was mushrooms. Got it. Thank you. Mushrooms. We don't have a lot of mushrooms, actually. That's a little bit of a problem. We actually don't have a lot of mushrooms at all. So we might want to find another solution for dry later. All right, I should have brought a Pokemon with me so they could eat as well. I feel bad. All right, there it is. 5 food flavor profiles going right here in my first area, so I always have access to it. Boom, boom, boom. And then this stuff is the stuff I need for just playing the game. Nice. All right, let's go take care of our farm and our dailies. And I think today we're gonna do some tree printing. So we're going to take a picture of a Pekka tree, of an Asper tree, and of a Rost tree. And then over here, a Chesto tree. And I'm gonna fatten up my tree farm for now. Eventually, I think I'm going to move this tree farm and actually separate the trees. Because even though you can put them next to each other, I hate it. Anybody else? You can get the Rost tree over on the Dev Island if you would like to, Baxter. If you go to the Dev Island, you can take a picture and copy the tree and bring it home. So consider that. Consider that. If I just had a gather Pokemon over here, I wouldn't have to pick this stuff up. You like my little pot hat? You do. Don't call me a pothead, all right? I ain't one of them. Yeah, I hate the way the trees look next to each other. I'm not even going to front to you right now. It bothers me so much. All right. How's our crops doing? We need some grass Pokemon, but first, before we do anything else, we have a new building to reveal. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I played all last night with this sitting here waiting because I didn't want to do it off stream. Let's go. The Frozen Chambers. Let's go, baby. Look at that architecture. This one's even more fitting for the landscape than the last. The abandoned power plant was maybe like a little eyesore-y, depending on your preferences, but this one is like, this is perfect, dude. Oh, look at it. It started with a crystal on the ground next to it. All right, the Frozen Chambers is complete. You guys ready? There's a strong presence on the inside. Who do you think's inside? If you know, don't answer. Who do you think's inside? Let's go find out. First, let me talk to you. I'm loving this game. Pinky? Dude, it's a blast. I couldn't tell you to buy a Switch 2 for just this game, but I can tell you that when you do eventually get a Switch 2, this game is going to be worth it. I've always thought Articuno was the best, if not the second best, legendary bird from the trio. I think I like Zapdos a little bit more, but it's hard to say, man. Articuno is awesome, dude. Oh! And we got a VIP roulette! Wait, Taco, you're a moderator. What do you can't, that's not how that works. What do you, what? You can't, that's not how that works, dude. What are you doing? Well, I'll give your points back, you absolute hooligan. What? They did it just for the great tunes? I suppose so. I suppose so. Yo, what up, Cushy Bear? Good to see you, Gravel P. As soon as it happened, our enter went out because of wind. Got him. All right. All right. Where were we? My goodness, you made this building for me? It's so wonderfully chilly and comfortable. Ah, this really reminds me of where I used to live long ago. Gracious, it must have been an awful lot of work to make something this enormous, so enormous. Thank you so much for putting in all that effort. A legendary bird Pokemon. It freezes water so that it is contained. It freezes water that is contained in winter air and makes it snow. Sick. It's just a flyer as well. The birds are only getting fly instead of like elemental abilities, which is a weird decision, right? Like, why not give Zapdos generate? Why not give, well, I don't know what you would give Articuno, but why not give Moltres burn? Maybe maybe Moltres has burn, yeah. They want a cool habitat. I haven't seen the requirement of a cool habitat many times. Oh wow, and that was a special moment here. Because look at that. We just hit, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. We just hit 210. Nice. Yo, come with me. Let's go get you an old grass patch as a home. Do 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 do. Get you an old grass patch as a home. Why is it walking around permanently T-posed? It's Articuno. It doesn't know anything but the T-pose. That's Articuno. This is their life. They're T-posers. What do you mean, dude? You build a great building to live in and then move into a grass patch? Well, the funny thing about that is it's because those buildings don't have any habitats in them. So it's funny, like they come in these buildings that aren't habitats, and I would have to bring something in there to make a habitat in there for them, which I will do eventually. Don't get me wrong. Once I'm actually like working on that kind of stuff, I will eventually like try to put them Pokemon where they belong and try to create really cool experiences like that. Like that is the plan, but just right now it doesn't matter. But yeah, when you build those buildings, there's not like a habitat in there or anything. Unless you have to like pick something up and put it down again. I find that to be a little strange. It's silly. All right, Raichu needs a home real quick. Maybe he puts his wings down when he sleeps. He is just permanently T-posing. Maybe he puts his arms down when he sleeps, dude. I would hope. I would hope, dude. Sounds like a tired night of sleep, man. All right, let's see if any other Pokemon have spawned in today. So I got some videos to show y'all on my Switch real quick, and I won't go through them all perfectly, but here you guys go. So this was all the Pokemon I played last night, and I couldn't resist just actually playing the game. So without further ado here, Arcanine! How about that? So Arcanine showed up. He said, my body's gotten all stiff. Ah! Oh, did I scare you? Sorry about that, bud. Right? So very cute, very cute. I wanted to show you my boy. I got Arcanine last night. Very happy about that. Gorgeous dog. Then I ran up here and I got one of the coolest Pokemon I've ever interacted with. They created Porygon Z perfectly. Look, just like if you know the lore of Porygon Z, he's perfect in every sense of the word. Watch this interaction. Hi there, nice to meet. Sorry, I must have caught a bug, and now... Hey there. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Bing. Hey. Hey there. Nice to meet you. Hope we can be friends. Like, this game's dialogue is king, dude. An additional program was installed to create a more advanced Pokemon, but it was apparently flawed. Porygon Z moves oddly as a result. Look at him. Perfect. Like, this game oozes flavor, man. Like, it is so amazing what they accomplished, dude. I love him. I love him. Then we got here my first like real ghost boy. Yeah, I haven't really got any ghosts because I haven't been playing at nighttime. And I'm so happy. And he's super creepy. He's like, are there any children around? And he's like, oh, you're not a human child. I would know if there were children here. And then it turns out his lore is apparently he feeds off the vital energy of children. So vital energy, by the way, means you're dead by the time this thing's done eating. So yeah, great Pokemon. Not nightmare fuel at all. And then we got Cacturn, which is also, or whatever this dude's name is. I call him Cacturn, but yeah, Cacturn. He's also a night Pokemon. So I haven't, again, these are Pokemon that I wouldn't really be able to get spawned because I didn't have night Pokemon Act. I haven't been playing at night too much, but I love this. Seeks prey that is exhausted from the day's desert heat at night. So imagine at nighttime, this MFer wakes up and walks around and looks for people who are exhausted to I don't know, eat them, I guess. Another creeper. Yeah, I will be doing streams at night. I just didn't get a chance to do it this week, and my plan is to do most of this night content on stream. I just didn't get a chance to get there, and I was really itching to play last night, and I decided to let myself play, right? But I don't plan to do a ton of this stuff. And I know there's not a ton of night Pokemon, so we're already kind of tapping the bank there, but yeah, we will be doing some night streams. I'm going to try to get some this week going. So also, I got a question from Pumpkin Queen. Is Pumpkaboo in this game? I'm starting to think the answer to that is no, but maybe. I still haven't seen, maybe 50 of the Pokemon in the game. So we got Clefairy. And Clefairy instantly does her little song. Clefairy, fairy, which is super cute. And she talks about dancing a little bit and she's adorable. Oh, and she says this super relatable line. Listen to this. She goes, here, look, I can fly. You want to see it? And then she jumps and she goes, it didn't work. Did I eat too much? Yeah, me always. And I was just like, oh, girl, relatable. And her little face had me cracking up last night. I'm like, oh my God. So, all right. And then we got, out of nowhere, the triple star rarity habitat spawned Charizard instead of the 2-star that I haven't set up yet. So we got the rarest chance to get a Charizard. Got him, the boy. The boy showed up. So we got our third fully evolved starter. And he talks some smack and I water gun him. He's like, strong Pokemon all have that special bond. So I was thinking, if I could find someone as strong as me, then maybe we could become friends. So I hit him with water gun. And he's like, no offense, but you don't look all that strong to me. And then once I water gun him, he's like, water gun? Maybe I spoke too soon. As if a Charizard would be afraid of water gun. But I mean, he is afraid of water, so it's kind of funny. And he said, when this Pokemon expels a blast of super hot fire, the red flame at the tip of its tail burns more intensely. And then last but not least, Cleffa. Little cutie pie. So I just wanted to make sure you guys kind of felt like you were still keeping along with the show, even if I am playing a teeny bit off stream and at nighttime. All right. So I hope you guys don't mind a little video session. So there you go. That was a Pokemon I spawned off stream yesterday, playing a little bit, trying to do some decorating. All right. And it doesn't look like anything else is spawned in here today, but we might need to make some new habitats. And we got some more stuff to make habitats with, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched. Looks like all my shops are... Let's go check and see if there's anybody in the Poke Center. Let's see if they've opted to shop out here, or Eevee might be in the Poke Center, or sorry, the Poke Mart is what I meant. Have you tried interacting with that bathtub? I have put water in a bathtub before. That's it though. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about squishy Ditto blushing in a tub. I should show it to the chat actually. Okay, this is the exact same stuff almost that was in my shop back in the Withered Wastelands. What's going on? Is my game glitched today? You don't think that's weird? I literally bought that same couch and that same dresser from the Withered Waste. And also there was rare Pokemetal, which is pretty common. What the heck, dude? All right, I don't have the stuff with me to get that rare Pokemetal. I should go get it though. The Duskbloods and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is going to be wild. You think so? I'm looking forward to those games. So by default, this is all there is in the Pokemart. Well, the Pokemart changes with the Pokemon. So the Pokemart is just a place for Pokemon to set up shop. And they can sell anything. And honestly, the Pokemon shops are some of the best shops in the game. you can get like really rare furniture and stuff from the Pokemon shops that they set up. So they're actually really important to the game and important to the players, especially if you're trying to get rare furniture and stuff. Maybe furniture that you don't want to spend your Pokemetal on to copy, and I think that's the big key here, because a lot of the stuff they're selling could be really useful, and you don't have to spend, you know, maybe an item to copy it or something, which is what you're going to end up doing as you look to decorate more and more in this game. If you can't craft an item, you're going to have to use your Pokemetal to copy it, and that matters, right? Like, that's a big deal, because this rare Pokemetal is rare. It's not just a name, right? So yeah, the shops are super important, and the marts just give a place for a Pokemon to set up a shop, no different than this right here. So you see, this is the same system. These counters and these registers allow a Pokemon to set up a shop, and that's no different than the Pokemart. The difference is this one's a cute little building, and a Pokemon can have fun, and it can be like a role-playing thing, right? And every Pokemart comes with one vending machine, and they also can be decorated. So I can go in here and I can decorate this place. I don't know to what extent you can decorate, but I saw somebody put some Game Boys on the table here. I added some vending machines, and I'm going to add a fourth vending machine right here so that I just have a place where all my vending machines are together, so I can just check them quickly once a day. But every Pokemart comes with a table, these tables, these chairs, this vending machine, and a place for Pokemon to set up shop. And again, you can like decorate. I can steal the wallpaper or whatever. I can steal the lights in there. So it's pretty cool. It's very customizable. Do we know how to get Hoppip's friends yet? Sure, you just got to create habitats and hope that they show up. And the habitats are just the dandelion's flowers. So. Boop, boop. All right. Hoppip feels dandelion. Yeah, that's right. That's a big hammer. That's a big hammer. Nice, you're going to be playing alongside us. Boop, boop, boo. All right, let's get a Chesto tree. And let's make 2 copies of this bad boy. Boo, doo, boop, boo. Yeah, thank you for posting that info in the Discord, Blood Raven. What's up, Reptile Mom? How are you? Welcome back. All right, let's copy. Let's get 2 Rost trees. Do, 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 do. And then let's do just 1 Asper tree. Do, do, do. Yeah, you don't need the furniture. I also thought you needed the furniture, but so you can. So actually you might want the furniture. So here's how the event works. So there's multiple habitats that you can build, and different habitats have different rarity. So the dandelion habitat is Jumpluff is a 3-star rarity, and Skiploom is a 2-star rarity. But you can build a habitat that involves the furniture, I believe, that makes Jumpluff a 2-star rarity instead of a 3-star. So if you're really trying to get the Pokemon to spawn, you do want to learn all of the habitats, which we can go ahead and do that today, because I do want these Pokemon to spawn, and they're not spawning. So let me go into the Discord and take a quick look and see what the habitats are looking like here, because I don't actually know which ones are which. All right, so here we go. So here's the first. I'm going to pull it up on screen for us. Here's the second, and here's the third, right? So this is the one that you can do by default. And it's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. And the higher the star rarity, the lower the percent chance that it's going to spawn. So the rarity does matter. Then we have this one. So it's just the basket, the bottle, and the bag. And this one's going to make Skiploom more common by 1 star down. And then you can do this one, which is the plates, the box, a flower, and a seat. And you can get Jumpluff down to 2 stars. So we're going to go ahead and make these right now. And that's why I bought multiple of these items, so that I could do this. Now, actually, what we really could do is We could just scoot these items closer to each other, and it might happen by default. So hold on a second. Will you pick the item up? Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes it doesn't have to be that like perfect arrangement. They just have to be close to each other. Okay, no, it probably does have to be a better arrangement. Okay. Stop! Why are you picking up the thing off the back of the wall? Stop! This game sometimes, dude. This game is adorable. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. Frick, I thought that was it. I gotta look at these again, and I already closed them down. Am I just the biggest baby in the world? Let's take a look at them again real quick. Oh, not that one. History. Oh, it's the bag. Oops. I am the biggest baby in the world. How about that, chat? My answers were called. It's the bag, it's the drink, and it's the basket. Sick. All right, got that one. And then we need a flower, a plate, a chair, and a basket. Okay. So let me grab this plate real quick. Let me go get my backup. I already have backups of this stuff. I've already been buying 2 of everything. All right, I need a basket, a flower, a plate, and a seat. Easy peasy. Dandelion lunchtime. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, nice. We're done. I know, dude. Simply, ma'am, I'm not going to lie to you. One of the most frustrating things in this game, is accidentally destroying one of your Pokemon's houses by like picking up a door or something. It's so frustrating, dude. It's funny though. Feeling dandelion. All right, nice. Trees planted. The door thing? Yeah, dude. It's like, please. Stop it. All right, we got to take care of our farm. Let's go ahead and spawn. Go ahead and spawn Leafeon. Did I not move Leafeon over here? I could have sworn I moved Leafeon over here. Did I not? Oh, she's over here anyways. Hey, come with me. Let's do some farming, gal. Look at my Pokemon using the hot spring. They're so cute. They're so cute, chat. Using my little hot spring like little real little humans. Yo, Pelipper, get out of my way, big boy. All right, I'm trying to click on the grass. I need some honey. All right, leave it to you, Leafeon. Let's get to work. Now, I believe I should just make them their habitat right here. I'm gonna do it. Come here, Leafeon. Where do I have you living? I think I moved them from the sandwich table. I did not move them from the sandwich table. Okay, good. So I'm just going to have them move into the farm because then they'll do this stuff when they're just hanging out at their house. I'm fairly certain. Okay, let's just let them finish this first. I'm fairly certain because I think that's one of the guides I read. They had one of their grass Pokemon just living in the fields. And you might not necessarily have to make them follow you. Like, I think my Rowlet does all this stuff on his own when Rowlet is spawned. So you want to move in here? All right. And then let's go ahead and spawn the Rowlet in while we're here. See if homie will... do this. All right. And then I wanted to grab a couple seeds. Do I not have a couple more seeds for these crops? I have like 2 random spaces in my field and I hate it. It's bothering me. Let's go grab... I have to have a couple seeds to plant, right? I don't. Oh, brother. Okay, that's fine. But it seems like the best way is to just make them follow you. Now, I wonder if I could just make them both follow me and just have double the work being done. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, get to work, baby. All right, let's start chopping. Boo, 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 boo. Yo, thanks for the help, Blood Raven, by the way. And what's up, Linny? Rabbitat made me laugh. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It made me laugh as well, Linny. Oh, both of them are hungry. Oops. Yo, eat some food then, baby. Don't worry, I got you. And then get back to work. My little servants, my little buddies, I meant to say. Yo, look at this. Cute farms, thanks. Yeah, leave it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you, baby. I'm leaving it to you. I'm leaving it to you. Let's go, grass Pokemon. You got this. I'm leaving it to you, baby. That's right. You said leave it to you. I'm leaving it to you. The Scyther being able to use to farm was such a smart idea from the devs, man. The devs were cooking in this game, dude. So much. Like, what a great idea to make the game, like, make more sense and like, make the abilities matter, right? Like... Yep, they do just naturally do the work if they live here. It's just like not as consistent as you would want, right? It's not like they're always doing it. Like, it seems like they do a lot of the work when you're like not around almost sometimes. Has anybody else noticed that? It almost feels like your Pokemon are more prone to like knock out lumber and stuff when you're not around. And I have a theory on why that is. It's because when you're around, the game has to cycle 20 Pokemon at a time. But when you go offline, I wonder if the game still has Pokemon doing stuff for you, or if you're in like other areas, for example, but you're still playing the game. I wonder if it prioritizes Pokemon that do work and stuff. Right? Like, I'm starting to develop theories because it feels like when you're not around, I come back and I have so much stuff ready to go. So much stuff like ready to work that's been put in, right? Like, I come back and there's a bunch of concrete done, there's a bunch of lumber done. And I'm like, why? Well, and I think it has to do with the spawning system, because when you're online and when you're playing the game, only 20 Pokemon can spawn in at a time. So like your concrete guy might not be here right now, which mine's not. Your blink guy might not be here. Your lumber Pokemon might not be active at the moment. Anyways, just theories. I'm just developing theories in a game where we still can do that because it's not being data mined. And can I just say again how special that is to me? Can I just say how nice it is that we're playing a game where people can be wrong about stuff and like where it's not being data mined? Like, I love this part of gaming. Can it just stay this way forever, dude? It's so fun, man. Where we can actually like have theories about stuff. Oh, look at that. Somebody's already arrived. Oh, look at somebody's already arrived. And we got a balloon in the Twitch chat. Hey, check it out. Isn't it my flower so nice and pretty? It's full of energy because, I mean, this whole place is just so nice, you know? So yeah, I'm thinking about living here. I hope we can be friends. The Porygon Z dialogue made my day. I thought you guys would like that. Thank you, Unexpected, for saying that. I'm kind of obsessed with that pelican Pokemon. Yeah, you like Pelipper? When the weather grows cold, Skiploom's flower closes and the Pokemon cannot photosynthesize, so it flies away to warmer regions. Cute. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I think... Yeah, I agree with that a ton. I think the Pelipper and Wingull are two of my favorite Pokemons. Ooh, it's a Venusaur... A Venusaur and a Vileplume meet outside a Pokemart. Sounds like the start of a joke. Do. All right, let's go clear a space and put down our flame altar. Let's do it. Let's put our flame altar down and see what it's going to make to build. You guys down? Here it is, the altar of flame. That means we're going to need some materials to clear out, to put down. Grab some soil here. Behind the Pokemart. Emo eyes, stop. All right, this one we're going to put up. I think this one we're going to try to find a space over here to put it down. Which means I'm going to have to build another freaking device to get up here. That's fine. Yeah, this seems perfect. There should be a space around here, right? We can make this work, I think. Why not like right here? Is this going to be a little bit troublesome? Let's see. Yeah, kinda. This isn't quite the best location. Over here, a little bit further out is actually better. This is a lot cleaner. This could be a lot cooler. Yeah, this seems pretty clean here. I think I'm down to demolish everything around here. Maybe like right here. I lined up all three at the beach for easy me to do that way. Yeah. I'm doing a little too much trying to do it up here, but I think this could be really cool aesthetically, so. Going down here to this beach would make way too much more sense, though. Right, like this would be so much easier on me. To just build. Let me put this down real quick and see what this looks like. Look at this. I have to build a whole pathway over this water. Why is this thing so big? Sheesh Louise. All right, let's go this way. Maybe this one deserves to go a little further back. There's a lot more open land this way. Boo, boo. It's huge. It's massive, man. It's massive. This is a little bit better. I like this over here a little bit more. This is a lot cleaner. I like this a lot more. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, I think I could deal with this. It's gonna look real stupid though. If I build it on something like on terrain that's this dicey, it's gonna look real dumb. Looks so fun to explore, yeah. Why is that so large, dude? What is it? It's an altar of flame. An altar of flame, my friend. What up, Garatek? What up, Irene? Okamina? Good morning. Ooh, nice. I got 5K. I kind of want to just put it right here. I was going to keep all these stone altars because I just thought they were cool, but I think I want to put it right on top of this area and then just magnemite a flat square. It'll look so dumb. All right, I have a better idea. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I got this. Right here. All right. And we're going to flatten everything in our way. This is it. This is what we're doing. The altar of flame. All right, let's go. Put on the hard hats, everybody. Put on the hard hats. It's time to get to work. Time to get to work. Get them hard hats on. Mostly because of its looks, and I'm a winter baby. I'm a big fan of the winter, and when I was a kid, I really resonated with Articuno because of that. Yeah, Dazabound. Exactly. That's what my brain was thinking. I was like, there's gotta be a way for me to do this that makes more sense. And I was like, I sat there and I thought about it, and this is the play. It's gonna be a lot less work as long as I go from the top down. I learned the hard way doing work yesterday off stream that you always want to go top down with Graveler. And I was like, I kept digging under places and then having to go back up top, and it just wasn't working. So top down with Graveler. If you don't, you're gonna be pissed because you're gonna keep falling in holes. It's annoying. Like right here. This is the example of what I'm talking about. This is it right here. Like if you don't go top down, you end up having to pull out that freaking mouse mode to precisely get this stuff without being annoyed. Or in this case, if it's only a couple blocks, then you just pull out Magnemite real quick. I honestly did most of my work last night with Magnemite because it's just so much more precise. But I started pulling out mouse mode a little bit because it helps a lot, right? Dude, Graveler and Animal Crossing to flatten an island. That's funny. What up, James Spartlow? Minecraft taught you that a long time ago, top down. Got it. No, the blocks don't disappear. Actually, like from what I heard, like to a fault. Now, I don't know if this is true, but early on before the game came out, a reviewer said that he noticed that items never disappear, and it even started kind of making his load times longer because he left too much stuff on the ground. I don't know if that's true. I don't know exactly if the game has like a limit per area. Maybe like after you hit a certain limit, stuff does disappear. Maybe it disappears like over a couple days. He made it sound like it doesn't disappear even over like the day switch. So I don't know. The item drop on the ground system for this game is very interesting, to say the least. And it's seemingly nothing ever disappears. Again, to a fault, to the points where, like, if you, let's say you have a younger gamer who doesn't understand video games, like your kid or something, they might, like, not understand this, and they might make their game experience worse by leaving stuff on the ground too often. So I would hope that that's not the case. I would hope that this doesn't struggle from like old Bethesda game problems where like if you play too much, it gets laggier and laggier. Like I would hope that that's not the case, but I'd assume there's some sort of like limit or something, right? Yeah, but I don't know for sure. Boom, boom, boom. Do, 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 do. Do, do. That's a Bethesda key feature at this point. Shut up, because you're right. Shut up and stop being so right. That's just how them games work. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders could teach us a lot, actually. For sure. However Dragon Quest Builders works could very well be something to learn from for this game. All right, now that didn't take long at all. You have to admit that didn't take long at all, did it? That, I'm telling you, this game is the future, man. It's the truth. So, and then you guys might be wondering, okay, so then what are you going to do now? How are you going to create the even ground? Well, if you haven't seen this feature yet, this is how we're going to do it. I think you need to have the edges. I'm not sure, so just in case, let me put the edges here. So this is how we're going to do it, right? Because this game considered a lot and learned from the games before it and said, how could we make it to where it's not so tedious to do things? Well, why don't we go ahead and look at like modded Minecraft, they probably said to themselves. Said, okay, well, what are the modders doing that are making quality of life experiences for the players? And then they probably went and looked at Animal Crossing and said, okay, well, what does this game do bad, right? Like, what could this game do better? How could we make the decoration experience better, right? They probably went to ask themselves that question as well, and they came up with systems like this that are just phenomenal, right? Like this is, you couldn't ask for a better system than this. You couldn't ask for a better system to make a smooth decoration system like this. Like I can literally just hold the button as well in some situations. Like I just accidentally messed up there, but if you're doing replace mode, you can just hold the button. It's even faster. And I'll show you guys what I mean. 1 second. Yeah, replace mode is actually like insane, right? So replace mode allows you to swap out a material that's already there. So like, let me give you guys an example. Like, have you ever built something in Minecraft with a material planning on switching the material out later? Have you ever done that? Where you're like, all right, I'm going to build something in Minecraft with like wood, and then later I'll put the material that I actually want, but I just don't have it yet, but I want to build. Well, this game fixes that, right? Look, if you press the R button, you can go into replace mode. And look, I can literally just replace these 9 blocks with a different material. Look. And it's even, I can just hold the button, watch. Like, they literally thought of everything. Everything was considered with this game. It's so insane what they accomplished with this game, dude. Like, it's just so crazy, man. Yo, what up, Peaches Danny? Thank you for 43, dude. Yeah, replace mode is insane, dude, because it allows you to take advantage of terrain that's already there as well. One of my favorite things about replace mode is that in this scenario, it allows you to take advantage of terrain that's already there. So you could start off with a landscape and just switch it to the material you want instead of having to break things down and rebuild things. And that is so nice, right? Like, that really brings something to the table that, again, that is just not really been there in these types of games outside of like modded versions of games. And I'll say it, I've said it once and I'll say it again, modding doesn't mean anything for like 90% of gamers. We're not modding. That's a couple of y'all. Even Minecraft. I bet you there's a percentage out there that says something insane like 90% of Minecrafters don't mod the game. Because it's probably true, because most people are just playing the game, dude. So if it's not built into the game's features, it just doesn't even belong in the conversation. Yes, it's really nice that you can mod Minecraft to do stuff like this, but it's not in the vanilla game, therefore it's just not relevant to me at all. Right? Like, I just don't care. So when I say like this game is innovating, that's my way to say like this game's innovation is unheard of, because they're doing things in the space that no vanilla games have ever done that I've seen before. And there's a bunch of examples of that, and it's like, wow, like what are they doing? They cooked so hard in this game, man. The Magnemite skill is a gift for beating the game. Yeah, that's right. You get through that story, you get rewarded. Little post-game reward for getting through the story, getting through the RPG. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it makes stealing some of Dream Island's buildings with excess soil blocks. Yeah, I didn't even talk about how it makes material gathering even better as well. I didn't even talk about how it makes material gathering better, because when you use replace mode, you get the materials that you replace in your inventory. Yeah, I didn't even talk about that. Like, that's like another thing that just makes it really nice. Boom, boom. Thank you, Peaches. I hope you're doing well today. Appreciate all the follows today as well. And thanks for the love on YouTube, as always. All right, we're done. Just like that. That didn't take long at all. I would say, what did that take me? 10 minutes? What did that take me? 10 minutes? All right. Got it. We're in. We need to bring 15 Pokemon over here, and we need 50 fucking lava blocks. I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not have 50 lava blocks. There's no way. I haven't seen a ton of those. Looks like we're heading to the volcano region. Oh, and I just got Jump Bluff. We could go to Arcanine today. Let's go to Arcanine today. Oh, Pluff! How nice to meet you! My, this place sure is lovely. It's nice and breezy. I feel like I might be whisked off at any moment. If you ever see me floating by around here, please don't hesitate to say hello. The Ho-Oh feathers can be used to craft certain things, and they're used to trade in with certain Pokemon to get rare items. Jumpluff travels on seasonal winds. Once its cotton spores run out, its journey ends, and so does its life. Oh my god! What? Jumpluffs just die? What? You can't, not in hashtag not my Pokemon game. Not my poor babies. What the hell kind of flavor text was that? I didn't know that. Yeah, me either. Welcome to the club. Do 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 do. Kind of flavor text was that, man? What the heck? Rhinestoner? What the frick, dude? All right, let's see. Lava blocks, survey says. Lava blocks, survey says. Lava blocks, survey says. I have 0 lava blocks, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're heading over to our dream island for the day. Let's head over to Arcanine. Do 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 do. Now we can also find these lava stones in the rocky ridges, but I think best bet would be to go here. She got real fast. What are you building? I'm trying to build this thing called a flame altar that's going to bring a legendary Pokemon to my game. Did you ever test the crafting table build? Yep. So the way it works is that the first 4 chests that you put down in a building will connect to the crafting table you put down. Anything over 4, I believe, does not connect, unfortunately, and floors do not connect. So on the first floor, I could have 4 chests that connect to my crafting table. And on the second floor, I believe you could have another 4. If you were to put down a 5th chest, I don't believe that connects. But yes, we can confirm, regardless of the little nuance details that I'm not sure about, if you put down chests in a house with a crafting table, they will automatically be connected, even if the chest is across the room. So I could have my chest over here against this wall, and I could have my crafting table right here, and it would still work. Pretty cool stuff. We have confirmed it. Anti-incoming? Dude, that would be sick. How carefully do you have to gather those blocks? I don't think carefully at all, but roleplay-wise, very carefully. Bow, 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 bow. All right, Arcanine, let's go. Did you need me? I want to go to a dream island. Here's the place. Volcanic Dream Island. It doesn't show the lava rocks. Is it just not something that's as important? Let's just go. I know that there's lavas there. I know it's there. I know what's there. Will Ditto die if it falls into lava? No, there's no death in this game. There's nothing like that. Very cozy. No fall damage, no death. All that happens is that the screen kind of blacks out real quick, and then you reload at the last position you stood solidly on the ground. So let's say I go flying around for 30 minutes in this hypothetical and I fall in the lava, I will teleport back to the place I stood 30 minutes ago in this weird hypothetical. So you always teleport back to the last place you stood on solid ground. Same thing with drowning. Do 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 do. I need these mushrooms. Do 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 do. And we got some super cute bushes that I can't resist. And we got some super cute bushes that I can't resist. I can't. I love them. The cotton spores, are they dead Pokemon, you think? Yikes. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. Maybe? Is all the cotton spores just a bunch of dead Jumpluffs? Yeah, yikes. Nice. These areas have volcanic ash. That's cool. I didn't know that. Volcanic ash is pretty useful for glass, and it's good for trading. And it's a really light material, so you don't need to use food to farm it. So it's pretty useful, actually. All right. Whoa, look at all that loot. What's going on over here? All right, let's get our Graveler on. Let's go! All right. Found Cave number 1. Looks like we were closer than I realized. Also, this looks like rocks that they want me to break. So let me break these real quick. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, they did look like rocks they wanted me to break. Yes. Ah, from the other side, I see. I was about to say, I'm like, I know the look of these rocks. They want me to break these rocks. Potato hamburger steak. Same for any sand, really. We'll go ahead and we'll steal this. Hold Y to steal an item and not break it with Magnemite. See? Some random furniture. Don't know if I need this stuff. It's kind of junky. Some grubby papers. Okay. I did pass up a little computer area, so we need to go back. And I think there was some lore there. So let's go find that real quick before we get too deep here. Let's go find that real quick before we get too lost in the sauce here. What the heck is this? Okay. Habitat information. Ooh, nothing but Pokeballs. I wonder what this is. Cute. I like that. Maybe Electrode or something? Alright, well, here's the cave entrance, and it looks like it kind of... Oh, there's some lava rocks. Alright, well, we found some. Alright, I found a little computer area. Where is it? Alright, let me go see if there's another cave entrance real quick. Oh, there's a building. Nice. Whoa, look at all them lava rocks. Yeah! Here it is. Here's what I'm looking for. I believe this is what I'm looking for. Yep, found it. peculiar pattern. Oh, nice. You get these peculiar patterns. You can use them for painting and decorating, which is such a cool find. Because this game also has customization of furniture. We haven't even scratched the surface of this game, by the way. Oh yeah, did we forget to mention that this game has furniture customization as well? So if you don't like the furniture, you can just customize it. I think most furniture in the game can be painted and colored and changed and all that fun stuff. Yeah, maybe not all the furniture, but most of it. It's so this game just has too much going on, dude. Did we forget to mention that? Because that's a thing. Good thing we got 25 hamburger steaks with this. Good thing we got 25 hamburger steaks with us. We're going to be farming us up some ores here today. We're going to go get ourselves some flame stones soon. We're about to level this place. Do 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 do. You can mix paints for a total of 16 colors. Oh my gosh. This game, man, it just keeps cooking. All right, where was I digging? Where's all that stuff I left on the ground? Here it is. Do you know how to identify what furniture meets their likes? Like, what is hard stuff? Or do I have to guess? Yeah, you kind of just have to use your own intuition. Right? Like, so what do you think of when you think of hard, right? I think of iron. I think of wood. What do I think of when I think of soft? I think of beds. I think of plushies. Right? So, like, yeah, it is kind of a guessing game right now. And I'm assuming that over time, we will develop lists on the internet that answer all these questions. But yeah, like, you do have to kind of just use your own intuition right now, right? And like, just kind of go with it. Like for example, so my Pokemon wanted something that was luxurious. Sorry, my Pokemon wanted something that was shiny. Let me give you an example. My Pokemon wanted something that was shiny, and I had a couch that I could craft that had kind of a shiny surface to it. And I was like, well, technically this couch is shiny looking. Guess what? It worked. It was just called like a classic couch, but it visually was shiny looking. So I was like, well, maybe this will work. And it worked. So like, you really can just like use your intuition, guess, and you'll likely figure it out and you won't have to worry too much. Now, that doesn't mean you aren't going to fail sometimes. So don't let the game frustrate you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna always you're not gonna figure it out right away. You know what I mean? Like, so just to be clear, like, don't let the game like frustrate you. Like, it's not gonna be one for one always, but you'll figure it out if you just give it some time. You know, try to use your intuition. You'll figure it out. What's up, Hula? Can you paint the storage bins? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Makes sense. Thanks for the answer. Right. Yeah, I think it is fun. Right. I could see it being frustrating, which is why I said that. Because like, I could see some people like, dude, this sucks. It's like, well, you know, some video games aren't going to give you the answers. Some video games aren't going to be able to be looked up on the internet. And some video games are going to make you use your brain. I know that sucks, dude, and I'm not trying to be rude or patronize you right now. I'm just being honest. Like, you will have to use your brain when you play some video games. You can't just always have a Wikipedia. And like, I know that sucks, man, but like, so just take a deep breath. Don't let the game frustrate you. You'll figure it out. And I'm not just talking to Nabby Curry. I'm saying just everybody. You're like, yeah, there are some quirky things in this game that are going to require a little bit of brain power, right? You got to actually kind of think for yourself here and there and just hope that it works kind of vibes, right? The amount of times that I just try to do something and hope that it works and then stare and feel like an idiot when it doesn't. Like, this game does that to me all the time. And I'm just like, well, I tried. Like, well, I tried, you know? dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you can craft the paintballs. I think the paintballs are a pretty cool feature. I like those. This is like a mouse mode moment here. What I need to do is just go up and start leveling. Because I don't feel like switching controllers right now. Let's just start leveling. Do 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 do. Let's go. We're climbing up and we're gonna just start leveling. Oh, nice. We can steal these magma boulders while we're here. Boom shakalaka. Thank you. Those are nice. I need those for future habitat building. Setting up my new iPhone, coming over from Android. Oh, a little bit nervous. I switched to iPhone 2 years ago for the first time in my life. I switched from Android to iPhone. You got this, Bailey B. I can tell you that I like the transition for a lot of reasons. I can tell you that I don't like the transitions for a lot of reasons. I can tell you that iPhones and Androids are very different, actually, but they're also very similar. And really, the biggest thing that I miss is the ability to just just easily download stuff to my phone and like easily like do things like add music to my phone. Like iPhone makes all that stuff like a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, like finding emulators, stuff like that. But dude, I picked a really good time to become an Apple user, because within a couple months of me switching to Apple, the first ever official emulator that plays Nintendo games released on the Apple iStore and didn't get taken down. It's called the Delta emulator, and you can play everything from like Game Boy Color, N64, like all the old stuff, Game Boy Advance, all of it. And I was just like, wow, I'm lucky. So I didn't have to like side load an emulator or anything weird. So it really doesn't feel much different for me. That exists. Yeah, look it up. It's called the Delta emulator. And while it does require a little bit of extra management, because unlike Android emulators, it does require you to provide your own bin files, and that means you have to go look up what a bin file is if you don't know what that is, and yada yada. But it's very, very usable. Anything pre N64, you can just straight up download a game and just play it. Find a copy of a game and just play it. But N64 and DS require bin files, so those are like just a little bit more complicated. But for example, I have Animal Crossing Wild World on my phone, and anytime I want, I can load up Pokemon Heart Gold on my phone. That's pretty nice. And that was the Android life, my friends. But now it's the Apple life as well. Oh, nice. See, yeah, apparently if you have the Apple ecosystem going, it's a lot easier. See, I didn't know that. That makes sense. Yeah, apparently if you're like deep in the Apple ecosystem and have a MacBook and stuff, it's like a little easier because everything talks to each other. Right, I didn't even know that. That's really cool, Teeny Giraffe. Luckily, I use my phone for basic uses, so I'm looking forward to being able to flawlessly see what my friends are sending instead of the awful iPhone Android compatibility. Yeah, it sucks. It's gotten a little better over the years, but it still sucks. Yeah. You have a sealed copy of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Will you stop flexing in my chat? Will you stop flexing in my chat, dude? Do 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 do. Do you still have the Pokewalker with it then? Does that count as when you say sealed? Does that still include the Pokewalker? Because that's amazing. Yeah. Oh my lord, man. What is that worth? $300 right now? Probably, yeah. $300-400 for that complete in box sealed. Oh, I mean, if it's sealed, if it's never been opened, that could be worth $1,000. That could easily be $1,000 right there. Easily, dude. If that's like actually unopened sealed, that's an insane item that right there. Because even just a complete in box is like a couple $100, like easily $300-400, maybe more. Yeah, 700 to 900 each. Yeah, that's insane. All right, cool, cool. Sorry about that. I had to check some messages there. How long was that? You got a stack of lava rocks in that time? Wait, did I really? Wait, do I already have a stack of lava rocks? Oh, I got it. Oh, nice. Sick. Nice. I love this game. Wasn't even paying attention. Got a stack of lava rocks. How beautiful. All right, it looks like this is the kind of day that we're going to be revisiting our Dream Island. Because I'm not done exploring here, and I haven't finished checking for secrets today and to see if I got lucky. But I want to get back and get my flame altar getting built. I'm excited to get my flame altar built. So let's go back for now. And let's go see if we can go get that taken care of. Is there no other way to pick up items? Yeah, you can just pick up items by pressing the Y button one at a time. Yeah. But the suck ability is like the most efficient way to pick items up. Which, as you noticed, maybe isn't always as efficient as you would like it to be, depending on how big of a radius you're in. Which might be why you're asking, if I had to guess. And if that is the case, and I could just be making this all up, Tipsy, but if that is why you're asking, I'd agree with you. Because I do think that sometimes the sucking mechanic and how slow it makes Ditto walk can feel very tedious. And it feels almost unnecessary, like, to slow Ditto down while he's sucking. I feel like that's a little annoying. Like, let me jump while sucking. Let me move faster while sucking. Don't slow me down. Because it feels unnecessarily slow, but it's not a big deal. It's not a problem. This game is so beautiful. It's like, it doesn't matter at all, dude. This is a convo to walk in on. Wait, what did I say? What do we, what? Wait, what did I say? Dun, 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 dun. XXXXX flowers in bloom number 3. Oh wow, you know, I haven't solved that quest either, but I didn't know there was a bug happening. So maybe there's a bug, or maybe it's I don't know how that quest works. Mine's been at 5 out of 5 for a while. To be fair, like, mine's been at like 5 out of 5 for a while, or like 5 out of 10 or something. I don't know what number I'm on. I can go take a look for you in like a second, but what I assumed what was going on. Oh, I'm asking them to follow me too soon. Oops. I don't have the stuff put down yet. My bad. They're all going to get pissed as soon as I go to fly over. All right, you guys, can you just hang out for a second? Yeah, I know. Wow, Vikavolt just flew over. What a legend. Vikavolt just played them all, dude. Vikavolt literally just flew over and was like, what's wrong, y'all? You can't figure out how to get over here? I love this game so much, dude. They think of everything. What's wrong, y'all? Y'all can't get over here, dude? What's the matter, man? What's the matter, y'all? Why don't you come on over? Oh, you can't fly? Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how the flower stuff works. Does anybody know by chance? Kiram, I'm gonna go check my quest in a minute, but to answer your question, I don't exactly know how it works. I can tell you that I have a theory that it means that you need to have multiple different types of flowers in bloom, not just any flower. That's my theory right now to help you kind of solve your problem. My theory right now is that that quest is not asking for any flowers blooming, it's asking for different types of flowers blooming. And if that is the case, then it would make sense why it's not, for me, it would make sense for me why it's not resolving, because maybe I need to be planting different types of flowers, not just any flowers or whatever. Yeah, you need 12 total different flowers. See, that's what I thought was going on. That's what I thought was going on. See, so maybe that's your problem. I'm just trying to help. Maybe that's the mistake you're making there. All right, we need 10 Pokemetal, 50 gold, and 50 copper. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, just trying to help them figure this out. I'll try different types. It's weird though, because it seems to reset. Right, and that's something I'm not sure how to answer. The reset part is what's really throwing me. I'm not sure what to say about that, but... All right, it was copper, right? Copper, gold, Pokemetal. All right, we're done. And now we just need to bring a bunch of Pokemon with us. Yeah, because I noticed last night that I didn't have that quest finished. And it was at the Withered Wastelands. All right, nice. We got 5K there. I noticed that quest wasn't finishing at the Withered Wastelands last night, and it was stuck. It was like it was at like 5 out of 10, and I started thinking about, here it is. Look at 6 out of 12 different kinds of flowers in bloom, and it's just been sitting at like 6 out of 12 forever, and the same thing for the other place. So I might not have had the same bug that you're dealing with. It sounds like you might be dealing with a legitimate bug. So here's just a reminder, Kareem, and anybody else, if just in case you need to hear this, remember that there are going to be legitimate bugs, and because this game is in data mined and because the game just came out, you very well... Oh man, I'm missing a conversation, but I'm kind of rushing. Sorry, I hate to be missing this conversation. I'm just trying to take care of this, dude. Oh man, look how thick it is. Oh my lord, dude. I'll take a video and watch it later. I'm trying to do this right now. I have stuff to take care of. Oh, that sucks. I hate to miss those beautiful conversations. But yeah. So just a reminder, you could very well just be encountering like real bugs. And like, don't forget that, you know, they've already talked about patching some bugs, everybody. I think they said on like social media, they're already working on their first bug fix patch. So, and because it's only one console, it's only Switch 2. It's not like it's like PlayStation and PC and stuff. You know, once it's ready, it's just going to come out. And because this is like a major Nintendo title, you know, it's gonna be prepared, you know, right away, so we shouldn't have to wait too much. All right, there's 4 more. All right, sorry about the random little nerd rage there. It's because I'm on a timer all of a sudden now, and I really just want to get this done, and I wasn't expecting a whole conversation. I want you guys to know, though, because it matters because of my pride. I love the dialogue in this game, and I would have never skipped that dialogue if I would have known it was going to happen before I was spamming. Ah, when the curled hair on my head waves in the wind, Poliwag and Poliwhirl can't take their eyes off me. And look, it seems this dear human is enchanted as well. Oh, pardon me, you're a Pokemon, aren't you? What a fun little one you are. I hope we'll be the best of friends. Oh, we got Politoed! Look, dude. They gather on moonlight nights to form a large chorus. Their cries sound angry, and not at all pleasant, but they are certainly distinctive. Yo, Politoed, I know you just got here, but do you want to go work? Yo, I know you just got here, Mr. Mime, but do you want to go work? You're creepy. You might as well do something. I love when a plan accidentally works out. Yeah, dude, that's the best random. Politoed is cute. Welcome. Dude, I get so stressed out when I have to stream on a timer. It bothers me. All right, we need a fire type. We need a crusher. We need a flyer. Fire, flyer, crusher. Fire, flyer, crusher, and then 2 randoms. So we can go summon them real quick. We have all the technology available. Sweet baby Toad. I love that in order to build these monster mansions, it takes so many Pokemon. I love it. I think it's so neat that they weren't afraid to do like mega builds like this, in which you really do have to get the whole gang. Politoed Shiny is amazing also. Agreed. He's one of the best, actually. All right, we got the flyer. We got the crusher. Let's go get ourselves a fire type real quick. And the only fire type we actually have available here is... Oh, we have 2. We have Cyndaquil, and then we have Blaziken. So we'll grab you. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th Pokemon, Raichu. Yeah, they have to make the temple construction a challenge, and I think it's really cool, man. I think if you didn't grind the living heck out of this game like I did, these temples were going to be a lot harder to build. Because, like, think about it. I only had 80 gold. Oh, thank you, Maharit. I appreciate you. Dude, it's my honor, man. Seriously. Yeah, I only had 80 gold and I just needed 50. Like, in all reality, these are asking a good amount of you. They really are. Like, they really do want these to be, like, upper echelon builds. Yo, Quake, I won't be playing it myself, but the chat's been jamming on it. The chat has been jamming on that game. We've been chatting about it. I'm not a big Resident Evil guy. I'm kind of a scaredy pants. So I'm not into scary games too much. Also, it's good to see you, Mugford. All right, we're in. All right, we're in, dude. We got our flame altar built 3 days in a row. 3 altars being built. Our final legendary bird will be coming home tomorrow or within an hour if I decide to stream again later or something, but tomorrow most likely. All right, and then let's go see if we can actually pick through that video we took so we can see that interaction now that I can breathe. It's going to take a lot of pauses. All right, let's see. We're going to have to pause a bunch. All right, let's do one little bit at a time. All right. Your flower looks striking as ever. I'm sure plenty of Pokemon come running up to you for nectar. Am I right? No, I wouldn't say that. Oh. I wouldn't say that. Does that happen often to you? Yes, it happens all the time. Everyone says the flower on my back smells so nice, and the little darlings just absolutely swarm it. But it's hard to know what you yourself smell like, don't you think? Now that you mention it, I believe you're right. I'm not really conscious of my own smell. It might actually be quite foul. Is that the case? Dude, Vileplume is a Rafflesia. This is what I'm saying, dude. I'm telling you, this is a once-in-a-lifetime conversation in the game. Because I'm getting a conversation between Vileplume and between Venusaur, two specific Pokemon with specific traits that allow them to have this specific conversation. I don't think I might ever see it again. Think about that. This is why this game seems amazing to me, dude, because it's like, what are the chances that I have Vileplume and Venusaur in the same area at the same time to have this conversation ever again? That chance could be very slim unless I force it, unless I like forcibly put them in a room together. Like, that is so crazy that they put all of this detail into the game. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, dude, I want to see Squirtle and Blastoise talk. I want to see Squirtle and Charmander talk. I want to see Pikachu and Bulbasaur talk, because I have a feeling every single conversation is going to be super, super unique. I swear, dude. Maybe not all of them, but I imagine most of them, right? Oh my gosh, dude. All right. Machoke and Machamp had a great flex off. Really? Dude, what? Oh my gosh, this is so good. What? No, I don't think so. In fact, I'm catching a pleasant whiff off of you now. Sniff, sniff. I'd advise a bit more caution. If you come too close to my flower... What are you talking about, dear? It really is quite a nice smell. No need to worry. Here, I'll get myself a hefty lungful so I can tell you what I think. Sniff. And then look at she goes... Venusaur does not know what they're getting into. Oh dear. Ugh. Cough, cough, wheeze. What was that? Pollen? My apologies. My flower produces quite a lot of pollen, and I'm afraid it's poisonous as well. I'm sure that won't be a problem for you, but another Pokemon might well have collapsed, which is true because Venusaur's a poison type. I wish you would have told me that. Wait, I missed it. I wish you would have told me that earlier, dear. At least I figured out why the other Pokemon don't flock to your flower. Dude, what a beautiful interaction, dude. I'm so obsessed with this game. This game is everything, dude. All right. On that note, though, I do gotta wrap up, everybody. And, you know, I wasn't sure what today was gonna be like, and I thought about canceling my real life plans so that I could just hang out with all of you and play this game. And I thought really hard about it, and I meditated about it. And, you know, I think my real life connections matter, man. I think that I need to be continuing to nourish these and connect with my buddies. And I haven't seen them in 2 weeks. And so, yeah, I made the really tough decision to wrap up my show like really early today. And we only ended up getting 2.5 hours of Pokemon in, just about, right? We wrapped up Stardew Valley at 3.5. So we still got 2.5 hours of Pokemon, which feels nice. You know, but I will say that, like, I really didn't intend on wrapping up my show early, and I really did think about canceling my plans today, which they were all tentative plans, but I really did consider canceling them just so I could sit here and play this game with you guys, because I love the game and I love all y'all. But hey, anyways, the point is I changed. I didn't make that decision. My buddies are actually on the way. I texted them and I'm like, I didn't even end the stream yet. Can I have 30 minutes? So thank you everyone for understanding. That's why if I felt a little bit rushed for the last 20 minutes, it's because I was like, oh, I still need to get dressed and like freshen up a little bit. And I was like, yeah, that's the messages I was checking. I'm like, homies, with my Animal Crossing background. You like that? I'm like, homies, give me 30 minutes. So we're actually doing a gaming night, everybody. We're not playing Magic the Gathering. We're actually doing a game night. And I think we're going to be playing Smash Brothers, maybe some Mario Golf, maybe some Mario Tennis. I think I'm going to bring my Switch 2 with me and see if they want to jam on that with me. So I'm going to have to unhook it real quick because I'd like to introduce them to Mario Tennis. I haven't played tennis yet. And so, yeah, we're going to do some gaming tonight, which is going to be awesome. And I'll be back around my house, maybe around 9 p.m. So if I have time, I'll go live. I probably won't because that's bedtime, but yeah, so I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow, Monday morning show, traditional Monday morning show tomorrow. That means Animal Crossing. That means a little bit of a media share, pet pics, art, crafts, your journey. Get in the Discord and share right now. Same thing to you, YouTube. It'll be your first media share YouTube chat. All right, so come on by tomorrow. Traditional Monday morning show. A little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of media share, a little bit of Balloon in the Twitch chat as I wrap up. And we're going to do Pokopia tomorrow afternoon. All right, so Pokopia tomorrow afternoon is the plan. Thank you, everyone. This is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here tomorrow for the Monday morning show, the best way to start your week right here, twitch.tv/Highly in Descent. I mean that. Best way to start your week. Don't miss out. 8 a.m. Eastern. That's 2 p.m. Central European. And if I don't see you here, I'll see you when I see you, fam. Don't forget to game on. And of course, as always, peace. Wrap it up. And on to the next episode. Peace. Yo, thanks for all the follows and the subscriptions here the past couple minutes. On YouTube, I really do look forward to seeing y'all again. You know, we haven't introduced the Pokopian fam to a traditional Monday morning show yet because we did gaming focus last week. So I'm really looking forward to kind of channeling that energy that y'all have come to love. So let's make it a great one tomorrow and let's really kick off this week. All right. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I'm honored to be a part of your daily routines and I'm certainly honored to have you as a part of mine. Thank you for being a part of this journey and supporting my dreams, my streams, and just me. Have a great rest of your weekend, Sunday, and until next time, peace and hit them cat jams, baby. Peace.